What's up, everybody? Welcome to Funky Uncles, episode 17. And hope everybody's safe, doing well. Come on in, join the discussion. And hey, Stace, how you doing? Appreciate you joining us. Super Bowl weekend. Who y'all was rocking with?
I think Joe Burrow will be back though. You know, he good young quarterback. He back.
What's good? What's
Not
good?
much. Not much, man. What's going on, bro?
Nothing much, nothing much. Sitting here watching the game, relaxing.
Yeah.
You know,
Who playing? Which game you watching?
the Hawks and the Cavaliers.
Okay, okay. All right, yeah.
See
So,
what they do.
yeah, man. We had the
What's going on, Stace?
final football game, the Super Bowl. I don't know who you was rooting for, but just as an overall view, man, I was going with the Rams, and it kind of, I thought when OBJ got hurt, I was like, oh man, here we go. But they still had Cooper Cup, lack of a running game, but Aaron Donald, man, he just showed how dominant a defensive lineman can be and just take over a football game, man. Who you was rocking with, and what'd you think of the game?
What's up, Fee? I was kind of
Hey,
hoping
Fee.
the Eagles would pull it out a little bit just to keep the
Mhm.
power in the division. But overall, it didn't matter to me who won. I just wanted to see a good game. I didn't want to see a blowout. I
Right.
some competitiveness, some people making plays, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
Play big time, play big time plays. Aaron Donald, he did his thing. How can you ignore him? Von Miller, the defense. That's the defense that we expected when they got Von Miller. When they picked up Von Miller, we expected that type of defense. The defense they showed in the second half was what we
Hmm.
expected most of the year.
Right.
They showed
Right.
up, needed it.
Yeah, they went out and bought a team, and they won the Super Bowl. And I mean, if you got the Super Bowl at your home stadium and you lose, dude, I mean, that's what I was thinking about. I mean, the Rams got everything lined up for them. And if Cincinnati beat them at home, it'd be the sorriest team in history, man. Come on, let's face it. They'd go down as a forever NFL meme, the joke of the choking joke of the NFL, man. But I'm glad they won. I was sorry to see OBJ get hurt.
Yeah.
Um, I heard some fellas talking earlier. I don't know if they should. I don't know. He should call it quits. Two ACLs in the same knee,
Mm.
broken leg, broken ankle. You got a ring. I mean, I don't think he's gonna get
Yeah.
the numbers he's looking for.
When you have the love for the game, though, that doesn't stop you. It
Mm.
only stops you when you can't do anything anymore. You know what I'm saying? Everybody knows there's a time to hang it up. But as long as you can be somewhat productive, I think he might still go out there and give it another shot for another year or two to just to see how he put this thing on cat.
Man, there you go with that pussy, man.
Yo, this joker here is ridiculous. All he wants to do is play, and you can smack him, and
What up, Big Josh?
he looks at you like, and
Damn, man. But getting back to OBJ, man, I don't know. I mean, do he want to? Because he's not going to play next year because he got a rehab. It takes a year to come back.
yeah,
So he'll be 30 when he come back. He probably won't be with the Rams and have to go to another team to learn another offense with another quarterback. I don't know, man. I think he should hit the broadcast booth and get paid that way, man. Be a football personality, man. Because hey,
I don't
I'm
know.
going, you
Scenario.
know.
If he goes to a team that has, let's say, some young receivers, he can be that veteran presence. He can come in on third downs, and you know what I'm saying. He can still help. Everything doesn't have to be with his production per se. If he comes in with
Mhm.
the mindset and the leadership, I mean, let's see, Rod Woodson, he tore his ACL and wasn't his second one. He came back, for the Super Bowl. So he not necessarily saying he has to miss the whole year if his mind is in it.
Hey,
You know what I'm
Queen
saying?
Train.
I think he
Right.
has. I think he has. When it comes to Odell Beckham, I think he has a perfect. I wouldn't say a perfect ending. It just like if he retire, he don't have nothing to prove or nothing like that because like it was always say that he was the problem in Cleveland. He did this thing. I'm not saying that he's the best wide receiver and stuff like that, but he proved his thing. But he don't have nothing to prove. Even if the Rams lost,
What up, Grady?
he still did his thing. He went out there, he played his thing, and he hurt. I'll put it like this: it's better to go out there and hurt yourself playing hard than to play easy, than worry about your stats.
Right. So that's what made me think he just gonna, take the ring and go to the entertainment side of things. He already in LA, you
Cause
know.
Lord have mercy, he got the social media on lock.
Yeah. So why, man, look, I don't want a ring. I ain't got to go through no more OTAs, training camp.
Right.
None of that. I don't have to rehab the same knee. That's
And
cause
another
y'all,
year he out.
that's the
cause y'all,
second media market. LA is the second biggest media.
Right.
So,
You already in LA, you established, you won a ring, ride it out, you know.
we'll see where his heart is. That's the whole thing. We
Yeah.
where his heart
cause
is.
cause y'all know how it is. We up there in age, and we done accomplished a certain thing. And, we hit an injury. We up there thinking like, I'm 39. Is it worth this?
Mhm.
I done,
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I done did my thing. What I'm saying? Is it worth this? Nah, my batteries is already low. It's not even worth it.
Right. Because how hard he gonna have to rehab another ACL, bro. I mean, I never had an ACL, but just from hearing about it, seeing guys go through it, that's a year where you just constantly working, man. I mean, do he want to go through that again? I don't know. He in LA, he should just follow the Lakers, link up with LeBron, and make money off social media, man. You
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
he got the social media thing, but when it comes to ACL, I done had a partial torn, and let me tell you this: I was 25, and it took me 2 years. So
Mm,
what? Odell is what 30?
maybe 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hey, bro, just go ahead. You got your money. You got
Got your
your
ring.
fans. You got your ring. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just go ahead. Just yeah. Just if you wanna, if there was a basketball, I would say just go ahead and be a backup player and chill out and sit on the bench, collect money, and you know what I'm saying? Do TikTok videos and do yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That's what I
yeah.
would do.
What?
Shit. Man, come
You know what
on.
I'm
I
saying?
ain't
Cause
doing
like think about it. Cause when you think of New York Giants, when it comes to wide receivers in the last 10 years, you think about Odell Beckham and that one catch.
yeah, that one-handed catch.
That
Right.
one catch, and the fact that he did it on the Dallas Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? Drew had loved it because he a Steelers fan. He was like, yeah, he ain't did it
Hey,
on us.
that was one of the best catches I've ever seen, though, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I've never, dog.
in a prime game with what I'm saying, in a prime time game at that.
The
Yeah,
only other, the
that was
only
big
other
time.
catch, the only other catch you, the only other catch you can say in a primetime game was when Michael Vick came back with the Philadelphia Eagle. He wrapped around, he went to the 5 yard line and he launched that thing, and Deshaun Jackson caught it and he walked backwards, and you up there thinking like you was thinking like, yeah, he about to do this thing, but he's like Deshaun Jackson about to do some dumb stuff. But when Deshaun Jackson scored a touchdown, he's like, yo, Michael Vick launched that thing 75 yards.
Easy. That was
Easy.
easy to Vic.
Flick
Yeah,
of the
flick of the
Yeah.
wrist.
Yeah, because it's
Easy
like
to
what
him.
I think that game he scored like what 4 passing touchdowns?
hmm And that was the
Easy.
first play of the game, I think,
Yeah.
when they connected on that bomb. So that was, man. Vic was, boy, something serious, man.
yeah.
Something serious. So, Drew, what you got on the table, babe? What you wanna discuss, man?
Yo, I'm perplexed. Should I talk about the Candace Owens things first or the Sha'carri Richardson?
Oh,
Uh,
you got to do the Richardson thing, because I'll put it like this. That pertains to politics, race, and um bullying, because I feel like this. China and Russia Debo, the Olympic committee, they like Suge Knight, because ain't no way it's ain't no way.
what's up,
You
K
taking
Johnson?
heart medication. You taking heart medication. You 15 years old. Why is you even competing?
Oh, she
For
was
those,
taking heart medication.
yeah.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
The
It's a
Russian chick.
substance. Yeah, it's a substance in the heart medication that was banned from the Olympic Committee, and then
Mhm.
she was allowed to compete. But the thing is, why is you competing? Your heart.
for
I mean,
those,
so it was it definitely was a banned substance then, right?
Yes, 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 yes. It's a
oh,
banned substance. It helps you with your stamina and your endurance. That's all I can say.
see now, for those who may not understand fully that are watching and trying to figure out what in the world these guys talking about, as we all know, with Sha'carri Richardson, when her mother passed, and they found weed in her system, weed. Okay, so they banned her for 30 days during the Olympic trials. Now, being that that was so close to the Olympics, she was basically banned from running in the Olympics. There was a sliver that she might be able to run the 4x1, but that was thrown out the window. And she was projected as one of the top 3 women in the world at the time. Now, here we are. We're going to fast forward to the Winter Olympics, and there's a Russian who tested positive for a banned substance and still gets to compete. Now, as I read, I didn't read the entire, you know, plethora of things that was written about this, but what I did read was something about the podium. They're not gonna recognize the podium, and this girl won. You know, I believe she won the gold, but they recognize the
Yeah,
podium. Still,
they're not.
still got
They're not.
he's still
Put like this.
on the
If
podium.
you if you was skating against her, and let's say for instance, she finished in third and you won first, and um Ruth, you won second, they're not even gonna show y'all boys saying that, oh yeah, y'all committed and y'all won y'all medals because she cheated. Y'all did the thing.
But
That's
she
the thing.
medal.
Yeah. That's the messed up part that everybody talk about. It's like, so she get to get a medal, but we actually train the right way, but she get her medal and she cheated.
So for one, why is she even competing if she tested positive during
Yep.
the Olympic year? Why
Mhm.
is she still being able to? I want to say they the report says she tested positive a month before, so I'm guessing that's the pre-excuse that she probably her 30 days was up, like they were giving Sha'carri. But
Mm.
you see, there's always something in it. How do we know when you tested?
Oh, Drew, you saw the new excuse they reported today.
No, what was that?
They said that she had a mix up and she took the wrong medication and thought it was hers, but it was her grandfather's.
Oh, darn it! I hate when that happens.
Yeah,
Damn it!
yeah,
Come on, don't
yeah,
you in this
yeah,
medicine
yeah,
again?
yeah.
I
Yo,
hate that shit when that.
yo,
I used to
Drew.
get so
I
confused
when
behind my grandma medicines all the time. What am I? You dumbass! What you should have?
No, my whole thing is it's a heart medication. I
Right.
like in my family, we have blood pressure. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
I'm not about to take no cancer medication.
Right. You should
Yeah.
know. You should be able to distinguish the medicines you have to take, man. That's just logic, common
If
knowledge.
you
Come on.
for any amount of time, you know the look of that medicine. You know the taste of that. Even if it's a pill, when you pop that pill in your mouth, you know whether it's the smooth, the oblong, the you know
Yeah.
that ahead of time.
Her trainers know. Come on now. I
I,
mean,
And she,
your coaches and
right,
trainers don't have a list of banned substances you take and don't take. Come
right.
on, man. I'm not buying
and
that.
You know ahead
and
of
we and can we talk about this is possibly child abuse? She's 15. So
that.
who's giving her this medicine?
That's Russia. They're not gonna worry
Yeah,
about.
I'm about to
Yeah,
say,
you're
dog.
right. Yeah,
Totally
yeah, yeah.
different, totally
I'm just
different
saying.
laws apply to those jokers, man.
We might worry about that, but they're not worried about that.
No, they ain't at
Because
all.
if we give our 11 or 12-year-old a headache medicine, oh, what you doing? It's like, she got a headache.
Yeah, but you know, and sometimes, I mean, that like I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. That's Russia, and they go by a different set of laws than over here, man. So,
Now
and she just gonna get a slap on the wrist. She not
I
gonna get no
see.
punishment in that.
I saw the tweet from Sha'carri that was asking for a logical explanation of
Yes.
that's
Hmm.
didn't come out and blame anybody, which I think is great strategically. She said, I want somebody to tell me logically what's the difference. Two Olympic athletes both tested positive for a banned substance. One still gets to compete. The other, now,
Yeah, let's
was
call
She
out the difference. I
yeah,
mean,
and
he
and
didn't
this
attack anybody, which I can understand that. You know what I'm saying? There may be a hidden reason, but we won't know the BS until they come out with it. We can't just sit there and attack them because the first thing will come out their mouth, oh, you want to pull the race card. No, you don't pull that first. You want to come out and see what type of logical, we're not gonna use emotion. We're gonna use
right?
because
Logic.
when they swing, you can counterpunch with a whole bunch of logic. So until they come out with some logical reason, and when I know you're
Yeah.
thinking of it, they have a think tank going on right now, trying to
Right. Let's not jump to the most obvious reason. We
right.
gon' we gonna save that for later. But yeah, let's hear their response, and like you say, logically come at them with the
I
difference
believe
and what's the difference? Yeah.
I
Right.
believe that since China is hosting the Olympics and we got this little situation going on with Russia and China is best friends, I believe that China and Russia pretty much debo the Olympic Committee like death row records, and then they cut because the Olympic Committee when they did the response, you was looking like, so you trying to tell me she can compete, but if she get third place and I get second and my boy get first, we not gonna get recognition because of this. I said no, y'all got bullied. Y'all got like it's they got bullied, but we know the real deal. We not even gonna speak on that, but they
Right.
got bullied.
Right.
They got bullied.
And one thing that I will say that going back through history, we have to be careful with what the media is telling us.
Yes.
There's,
Mm-hmm.
there's because as always, they're out to influence, not to inform. Now, I will take it back since this is Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it back to the 30s with Jesse Owens winning the gold medal. Now, as this country would like for us to believe, Hitler snubbed him,
No, he didn't.
and he actually didn't. No, he didn't.
No. No.
But
He
but the
he
story that we were told growing up, and the story that everybody was told before that, up until I'll say probably within the last 15 years, if the media and the so-called historians all said that Hitler snubbed him because he beat the superior race. Well, what it was Hitler was on his way somewhere anyway, and he didn't congratulate any of the athletes.
Mm-hmm.
But they
Hitler wasn't that kind of dude, man.
Hitler hit
Man. And
like
Jesse was busting ass during the Olympics, man. If you see the
Hitler
highlights.
Hitler pretty much was like I don't care about Jesse Owens. He associated with the Americans. I don't like the Americans. So, you know what I'm saying, that his boy. So, you know what I'm saying, he associated with them boys. So I gotta give him that smoke. So it really wasn't, yeah, Hitler was on some, I give you credit, Drew. Yeah.
See, yeah,
Hmm.
because Hitler wasn't worried about it. What he wasn't mad that his man lost. So
Cause
he
he knew.
said, "I'm not going to shake
Yeah.
his hand." Hitler had other things going on right then, and it wasn't like Hitler shook everybody else's hand. He didn't shake
Right.
anybody's hand. He didn't acknowledge anybody because that, you know what time that was. That was not too long before the Blitzkrieg and all that, and they wanted this. They got the war started. So
Hmm.
Hitler had a whole lot of other things going on. It just so happened that the Olympics was in Germany that year.
Berlin.
So
No, it
had
just so happened that
another
he failed
body.
history class. He failed history class because Lord have
Hey.
mercy. If he passed history class and learned from Napoleon, oh yeah, we was done.
Fuck yeah. Hey, so let me ask you guys this, man. Would you did you see the halftime show and what did you think?
I'll go first. I'll go first.
All right.
It was perfect. Nothing. You can't even criticize it. It was. I'll put it like this. I wouldn't say that it was the best halftime show ever because we know that Michael Jackson, he's up there. But I love it that I can look at these the mayonnaise community mad at saying that, oh, this was the worst halftime show ever. It's like, why? Cause they mad. They really mad. They're saying that it was the worst halftime show ever, and they saying this and that. And it's like, yo, what are you talking about? It's them people. You know what I'm talking about? Them
Yeah,
country,
the
yeah,
dominant society. I know what
yeah,
you
them
exactly. Yeah,
country
yeah.
people. Because you have white people, you have actual white people say, yo, because they was fans of Eminem and 50 Cent. So you know what I'm saying, that they love it. And then I'm be honest with you, I mean, it was dope.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. It was a little retrospect. I
Yeah.
mean, if you remember those, those songs back then, and it kind of, reflect nostalgic in a way. Um, I seen a lot of people clowning 50, saying 50 was fat. You know
Yo,
what I'm
yo, I don't
saying?
mean no harm.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
hey, yo,
hey,
let's keep it
money. I guess
100.
having money, living good does that to you. From a
Hey,
from 50 standpoint.
let's look at our pictures 20 years ago. Let's go ahead and look at our pictures 20 years ago
Okay,
and look
right.
at 50 Cent. So we can't clown him. It's like,
Right. I
you know
know,
what I'm
man,
saying?
but you know how we do our community, we ain't gonna let shit slide like that, bro. So
20
we're
years ago,
not,
50
man.
lighter. That's all. 15 pounds lighter 20 years ago.
Right.
Drew,
I'm a
hey,
bit of a
Drew,
fat ass
Drew,
myself,
Drew,
so I can't say nothing.
Drew, I was 6'8", 240. Yo, I wish I can get that again.
Ah,
Can't.
see that I
I
got
can't.
that
I
belly
can't.
on you, man.
You
As you
right.
get older, bro. I know, man. And it's harder to get off once you get older, you know.
I got to be
You
holding
know.
tires in order to hit 200 because that thing just didn't hit me. They said, nah, bro, we gonna make you small frame so the wind can blow you,
Yeah, you good, Drew. You good, man. I
so the
mean,
take hold of you.
yeah, I can't. A few years back, man, God, I had to do something different, man. I was a fat ass. I wasn't doing nothing, man, just sitting on my ass and, so yeah, I had to get out of that funk, man. But I'm about 15 pounds lighter now, so I'll
And
take it,
then
man.
let's talk about the people that are really shocked that Uncle Snoop got caught smoking weed. It's like this man been smoking weed since 1994. Everybody know he smokes
That's what he's
weed.
known for. Come on
He's
now.
known for that. He's like, yo, the only thing I was mad about Snoop, I say, the way he was smoking, I said, "Yo, why'd you hide?" Man, I would have been standing up there. Go ahead, do your thing because you already know. Like, why'd you hide? I said, "Yo," but Lord have mercy, Auntie Mary, yo, she did her thing.
Yeah, she was good. Mary was good.
Keep it now. Y'all
Very.
forget now, they were in California. Weed is legal in California, so he
Yeah,
can as much as he wants to out there. Ain't nothing you can say
What up,
about
Delonte?
what's
but
up, Delon.
Yeah,
true,
but weed is
but
legal in
true.
California, but not during the halftime of the Super Bowl.
It's
Yeah,
true.
That's pretty much what they were saying.
but
You
It
know?
is.
the
They
the
like it, but it is.
Yeah, yeah.
the
I get
most
it, but
the most famous weed smokers we know is Snoop Dogg and Willie Nelson.
I'm just about to
That's the
say,
Willie say
hold
legalize
on,
it,
hold
man.
on, hold on. Snoop
Willie
Dogg,
say legalize that
no,
thing.
no, no. Snoop Dogg, Willie Nelson, and what's
Box
the
car
boys?
Willie, baby.
No. Cheech and Chong.
oh yeah, Cheech
Yeah,
and Chong.
them too.
Yeah,
Yeah. Cheech
Yeah,
and Chong. Yeah, them boys take it back to the 70s, bro. 70s and 80s. They've
yeah,
been smoking a long time. They've been burning a long time, man.
cooking logs.
You know what I'm saying?
but
Cheech and
hell,
Chong, man.
let's talk about the fact that Dr. Dre had a long ass DJ table.
That was a space shuttle techno soundboard shit.
I
You
was
know, you see
like,
them.
because I
I
thought
didn't
it
know
was
what that
fake.
was.
I thought it was fake, and I was like, "Oh, this man got a long DJ table." I said, "Oh man, he tripping."
So here's my question now: Who thinks who can imagine what, if any, type of blowback Eminem's going to get for the kneeling?
He's not because um I think he I think when he did it, nobody really paid attention. But it's like, you know what I'm saying, everybody was just enjoying the show. But when he did it, it's like he's the type of person like, okay, he kneeled. So you looking at his mayonnaise community is looking like y'all gonna cancel him? Cause we
No.
already know what Eminem about is. He don't care. He really don't care. He go against the grain. So it's like it's like so you would have to go up to Eminem and say why you did it. And if he said I don't give a I don't really care. I did what I did. You gotta respect that because
Yeah, I mean,
he don't
he was the
care.
only one that could do it, though. You know,
Yeah,
Yeah.
anybody else would have been took a hit
But
for it.
think
You
about
know.
this. Snoop Dogg rolled some his outfit was Crip colors and he was out there Crip walking. Snoop,
That's
Snoop,
Snoop.
Snoop.
He
Yeah,
always do
he was
that.
out there.
You
yeah.
know.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Mary J. Blige, she was out there. She wear that outfit. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dr. Dre, he did his thing. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead." Kendrick Lamar, he was out there with the what's that movie? Meteor Man with the Golden Lords. Yeah, he was out there with the crew.
Hmm.
But if you really think about it, it was a great show. It's nothing you can say that it was a bad show. If you say it was a
No.
bad show,
No.
then we already know what it is.
But see, here's
Now,
my
go
thing.
ahead, bro. Go
Here's
ahead.
my thing. Is with us enjoying the show and with us knowing what it is and all the participants. More than anything else, we know the participants. Now's the time for us to pay attention and look for those who have anything negative. Now, I can understand the clowning and the joking because they said 50. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing, I can understand. But for those that said the show was this, that, and the other, why did this person do that? Pay attention. Now, I mentioned the Eminem thing because I want us all to pay attention to those who had a problem with athletes kneeling. So if they can't bring that up, you understand, you know where they stand.
Yeah.
That this is
Yeah.
something. I'm just saying, you always want to use these type of moments to see where people really are and where they pretend to be. Because not everybody who, like I had a guy that worked with me, they're talking about, oh, he's kneeling for the flag, it's disrespectful for the flag. I said, oh, so just because you spent 2 years in the military, that's what you say? Yeah. I said, well, my father spent over 20 years in the military, and he said it's not disrespectful. I think I'm going to go with what
Right.
he said.
Right.
So,
I spent 7 to 8 years in the military, and it's not disrespectful. You have a freedom to do that.
And then
I don't I don't
his
get it, man. We get caught up
Yeah,
in all that bullshit,
the
patriotic shit.
they want to
here's the thing that a
follow.
lot of people don't realize that when Colin Kaepernick, before he did it, he said it that he went up to a person. He went up to a white military person, and he told them what he was going to do. And then the white military person said he has no problem what he's going to do because he understands. Because he said, how can you go fight a war, you come back, and they throw rocks at you? And that what the white person told him, and he did it. So
Hey,
my thing,
Renee.
yeah. So my thing is like this: if he got permission, it's like yeah, he got permission. You know, what I'm saying like this and that. It's like we go over there because let's be honest. When World War I, World War II, black people go over to them worlds, they got treated better.
Yeah, they did. And when they
Yeah.
returned from those wars, did you hear about those stories when they returned
Oh yeah.
to the country they was
Yo,
so-called
yes,
fighting for?
yes.
You
Oh
know
yeah.
what I mean?
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
it was crazy, man.
veterans like my uncle that I had on here. That was if you haven't seen it, you may want to go on my YouTube page and check out the things that he said about the country that he was fighting for, and how they were just totally disrespected on so many different avenues. And that's just what I'm saying, what I did on there was just small, was light. I'm sure there's
Right.
more, and there are many more WW2 veterans still out there that can give you this information. Just drop your jaw. That's what they
Yeah.
do. Your jaw.
Hey, Renee, how you doing? She said, "Good evening, gentlemen."
What's going on, Renee? 843.
Hey, Renee.
Yeah. So, man, it's shit. I don't
Y'all want
know,
to talk?
man. Huh?
Y'all want to talk about Candace now?
Hold on,
We
hold on. You
can,
want
man, but I don't pay that
you want
broad no attention,
yo
man. We can,
yo
we
yo
can bring it up, but I don't pay that
yo.
broad no attention, man.
Drew, I don't understand her. She done won a lawsuit against discrimination, racial discrimination, and then after she won it, man, she missed a yes or message. Cause to be honest with you, she more a token than Tim Scott.
Now,
Your
I
boy Tim Scott, boy, I shake
Yeah,
my
yeah,
head at that
yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He up there, but Candace on this. And old girl, polyester and zucchini, diamond and silk. Y'all, I don't know. Know what y'all
Wait a
talking about?
minute,
Yeah, yeah,
polyester zucchini.
yeah. Yes, yes,
Who the
yes.
hell is that?
Yeah. You don't know who that is?
know.
Polyester zucchini, bruh.
Yeah, yeah. Diamond and silk.
Oh, the
They got
two
a yeah.
sisters that for Trump and
Oh,
Yes,
be on.
yes,
Oh,
yes.
I know who you talking about. Yeah, yeah,
I
I see
call
them
them
sometimes.
zucchini. Go
Damn.
ahead, y'all. Go ahead.
what I was saying about Candace Owens is Tim Scott is a snake. I agree, Renee. What I was
Yeah.
saying with Owens is what her response to something that LeBron did, saying that he needs to stay out of social issues. He has a low IQ, basically saying that he's not a smart guy. And it all boils back now, mind you, anybody that knows me knows I'm not the biggest LeBron fan on the court.
Hmm.
Off the court, totally different story. On the court, not impressed. But anyhow, this sounds more like a shut up and dribble type of thing coming from someone who should understand better. Now, I've watched some of the summit she had with Killer Mike and this, that, and the third. I can't.
Ti whoop her butt.
But here's the thing, though. Here's my thing with her. I agree with some of the destinations, but I don't agree with the journey. It's like she has in her mind that she wants to go the same place that we want to go, but her way of getting there is not logical and it's not realistic. And she doesn't understand that just because that's her life, that's how she was able to come along. It's like, well, everybody should be able to do it the same way that I did it. No, everybody doesn't have the opportunities. and she
Right.
doesn't understand that. And that's, I think that she always gets major blowback because she has lost touch with the majority of the people who look like her. Not
Right. But
defend.
see, she's also very, very conservative, and most of our people don't really have go
Yeah,
well politically don't go the conservative way. So of course you're gonna get a lot of pushback from the majority who don't go conservative. But I mean, I see her here and there, but I never really listened to her, man. She
Hey,
just looked like she ain't never had nothing important to say to me, so I ain't never really took her
I,
serious, man.
I have.
hey, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 100. When it comes to her, I'll put it like this: when you look at both parties, you would be like, yeah, both parties is BS. You look at the independent, it's like, yo, let me tell me what you want. But with her, it's like you want a discrimination lawsuit. So how are you going to just pick a side? If she would have said that I'm picking independent, then I'm fine with that. Cause my thing is like this: I res- I believe that an independent is going to do his thing because both sides is full of. I don't want to cuss, but both sides is
Yeah,
full of shit.
yeah.
I don't want to say that. Both sides is full of shit. You got to find the person that's like
But
ready to
who is
decide.
that person though?
Yeah,
Who
huh?
is that? Who is that person though?
Times out of
Because
10
right now I don't hear nobody,
on the
you know.
back.
Hell, to be honest with you, it could be you, it could be Drew, it could be me, it could be anybody.
99 times out of 100 is somebody that didn't make it on the ballot, and that's the reason they didn't make it on the ballot because they're not with the song and dance.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's
Man, I say vote with your feet, man. And just
what we talk
leave the fucking
what
Democratic Party altogether, man.
what
It
we
What
talk
has what
about
has the
last.
Democratic Party done for us the last 40, 50 years?
Well, I can say this.
that wasn't to their benefit.
Based on both parties, what have they done for
No, no,
each?
let's talk about the Democratic Party. What has because
They
95% of black people vote Democratic.
Yeah,
in
a lot.
So
the
what
last
has they done for those 95% of us that do vote for them? What laws and policies have they put in place for us? And they're
in the
getting our
last
votes now. They're
it,
getting our
I
votes.
I will put it like this. In the last 7 years, me and my wife was able to give 9,600 people in South Carolina affordable insurance. That's all
Okay.
I can say. That's all I can say. Based that
Mm.
I'm not even gonna give them that rep. That's all I can say because my wife is an insurance agent and she went through the ACA policy and stuff like that. I'm not even gonna give them props, but that's all I can give them because
Okay,
my whole
man.
thing. That's all I can give it
Right.
They
because I
down the
went to
price.
Drew. What's that town that's near Hampton? It's over the E.
Oh, Estel.
Esther.
Yeah, we was able to sign up at least 75 people for
That's good now.
healthcare. Yeah, I'm saying like don't get me
Right. On
wrong.
on an anecdotal level, that's great, bro. You know, you and your wife was able to make a difference. But as a whole, the Democratic Party has a huge platform. That's big ups to you and your wife for being able to provide that. But as a whole, what have they done?
Right.
But yeah, I give you that. But my thing
Right.
is like this: like when I look at the whole picture, every side is BS. But you had, I mean, like I'm waiting on an independent person.
You could be waiting for a while because
Yeah,
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 because
you're right.
you
You're
said
right.
you said it could be anybody, me, Drew, anybody.
yeah.
I don't want no parts of that shit. That political shit, nah, man. Because
But the money
it's
part, but the money part, you can't deny it though.
the
But see,
money
that's
part.
But see, the money part is the reason why nothing gets done.
Right.
And you can't focus on that. You have to, if you're, anytime you're a leader, you know what I'm saying, and your focus is more on you than it is of the group, then you're not doing your job. And
That's a
anytime you
fact.
Right.
have a group of people who are lining their pockets continually and doing little sneaky deals with their friends instead of taking care of the majority, which is their constituents, the majority of their constituents, they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Now, according to the wording that they're supposedly go by of the people, by the people, all this BS, that's not happening. It doesn't matter whether it's Democrat, Republican, other, because no matter what happens, the majority of people get caught up. And the only ones, there are a few out there that still try. But guess what? They're outnumbered. They're severely outnumbered. And with them being outnumbered, they can't get anything to pass. And until they can get to the point where we can get these money grubbing jokers out of there, because think about it, you got a 6-figure retirement plan. Why wouldn't you want to get in there if money is your main objective? You have a 6-figure retirement plan as long as you live.
And you
Well,
got
Biden
and you
seemed
got
to get that Asian bill passed to
And,
protect the Asians.
right,
He ain't had no problem. They didn't have no division over that, and
right.
that was the first week in office.
I got a prime
So
example of that. I got a
what
prime
about
example of that.
all the black? He said if you ain't black if you don't vote for him,
Right.
and
No,
he signed
how
the
about
Asian
this?
bill the first week in office.
But see,
How about
I
no. I'll put it like this. That was based on local stuff. Cause think about this. In South Carolina, they can't even pass medical marijuana.
Mm-mm.
Think about it. Think
No.
about it. Henry Masters, the governor of South Carolina, said that it doesn't matter what medical marijuana bill get passed, he would not sign it.
No surprise there, man. You
now
know,
So
none.
so my thing is like this, like, don't get me wrong now. I agree with you with the Asian bill and stuff like that because okay, Joe Biden is
Right.
gonna take that hit. He's gonna take that hit, but you look at everybody that passed it and you looking like, okay, Tim Scott, so you trying to tell me that a Chinese person is more important than me?
Yeah. That's what all of them telling you that
all
you don't mean nothing to them.
So
You don't mean
like
nothing to
that's what
them.
I'm saying. Like locally, like you go up in the office and you be like Tim Scott, cause you already know what Lindsey Graham already pumping about. So you go up in Tim Scott and be like, yo, so you trying to tell me that Asian is more important than me?
Yep, that's exactly what he's telling you. You don't, even
Charleston,
though you get shot down in the streets and it's on a 9-minute video and countless others besides that, you still don't deserve a bill to be passed to protect you.
that's why I said these local people, like these, I wouldn't say local, but these local politicians, they got to be, you got to put the fire to them.
Man, they got the yeah, I feel you, and I think that's the best way to make changes, on your local level. But I don't know, it's a deeper conversation I think we can go into. Not tonight, but you know,
I
yeah, I see what you're
California,
saying though, brother.
I'll put it this. California in 1980, the local residents said that they feared that black people had too much power and guns. So what did Ronald Reagan did? Drew, the
What did
Black
Ronald
Panthers,
Reagan do?
the Black Panthers exercised their Second
that was
Amendment.
the 70s.
And yeah,
Not 80s. In the 80s,
yeah,
you had used. In the 70s, they infiltrated and this
yeah, yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
they
You know
made
what?
sure. Anytime you gotta think about this. In our history, in the history of this country, anytime that we've had a black group that has been exclusive of whites, they went to shut them down. And when I say I had to put in exclusive because the NAACP in particular included whites.
Yeah, don't get me started on the NAACP, man.
So
Uh,
you you have to, if you don't know history, you're doomed to repeat it. And that is the thing. We've always been looked at as a group of people that they do not want to unify. There's a fear of unification. I mean, and to think about it, if they if those that are the prejudiced people, the ones full of hatred and racism, they say we should get our own. Look at the towns that did that, and look what happened. Because if for
what's
those
up,
that
Nay?
what's up, Jay?
Hmm.
Those that don't know, Rosewood and Tulsa were not the only communities that were destroyed. That
No, no, you had other pockets of it right here in Orange, right there in Orangeburg, man, and
you know
you know,
So
yeah,
it's more out there that we can finally see and read about. But the narrative is, oh, it happened one time. It didn't happen just one time. It repeatedly happened throughout history. And the fact that it can repeatedly happen mean that those that say they want us to get our own still aren't happy when we get our own. So
right,
once we learn that, and we have to learn the history, we have to know how to defend ourselves. Now,
And
that
go ahead.
they fearful of is the ones that they know that we have the guns and all that. But we know, people like us know that this is the most powerful weapon that they're trying
right.
to take from
We
us.
it's not we ain't gonna win the war with guns.
No,
That's not how we win this thing, man.
no.
Nah.
This right here is going to be the main unlimited ammunition. You understand? And then with the youngsters that are coming up now, that the ones that aren't afraid to pull the trigger,
Hmm.
I see that in two lights. I see that as good and bad because the fear that they already have is there. So to know that there is a generation that's not afraid to pull the trigger, at some point will cross from our neck of the woods to theirs.
Yeah, but I also see a lot of the what's up, Nick?
What's up, Nick?
I also see a lot of the youngsters, you know, they more aware now that they see previous generations be like, look, y'all ain't gonna be able to do that to us. You ain't gonna be able to put your hands on us like that and do what you did to them. So I do see a lot of that, and that is good. But we just
Right.
have to be smart about it, in order to organize and mobilize. You know what I mean?
And
But
that's I was getting at. You have half that aren't scared and half that's going to just go all out just off of instinct. Now,
right.
here's the thing. We get those two to be able to work together.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
That because that kumbaya stuff that our grandparents did,
Uh,
this
if
is
you
this 180 degrees on the other side.
if you
But Drew,
still and if
but
you
but
still sleeping in that Martin Luther King dream, it's time to wake your ass up, man.
You've been in a
what
coma too.
Too
what
long, man. Come on
what
now, let's be honest.
what Martin Luther King said after segregation, he looked at the situation and he said, you know what? He made a mistake. He made a
Hmm.
mistake. I give
He
him
said he
that.
may have sent his people into a burning house, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I give
Yeah.
that. That's the one thing I give him credit for. That he said that he made a mistake. Because I'm gonna tell you like this: if we would have went the other route to Malcolm X, Lord have mercy, Drew.
but even brother
Lord
Malcolm
have mercy,
came to
yo,
philosophy.
yo.
Didn't he have an epiphany too at near the end? Didn't he have an
Malcolm X
epiphany about
had
how
one
things
thing.
really were?
Malcolm, if you really think about it, Malcolm X had he thought about the situation different with Martin Luther King, but it wasn't to the impact. It was just like, yo, Martin Luther King was like, yo, this is wrong. Because if you really think about it, let's be honest, y'all two is older than me. When y'all was little, y'all could go and go get candy from Mr. Brown but Mr. Charlie,
Mr. Price.
yeah, no, hold on.
Surprise.
Yeah, Mr. Charlie Candy was a little bit cheaper, but Mr. Charlie gonna call you a nigga. Am I right?
Man,
It,
No,
9 times out of ten, you
it was a
probably
little,
right.
yeah, yeah.
I
But
So
like that, but I didn't have that.
yeah, but we
I,
still had dudes in like Mr. Price we had in the hood,
yeah,
so we didn't have to go to Mr. Charlie.
right.
And the black community wasn't as gentrified. We still had black owned businesses in our community back when we was small,
And
younger. It's
grandmother,
not
we,
that way now. Right.
you know,
we didn't have that in
ice
Holly Hill, and when
cook.
it come to Holly Hill, we had all white Mr. Charlie. That's the only bad thing about it. We didn't. My mama told me that she had to endure that. Saying this white dude is saying that the bread was like 10 cents, and she had to endure it. But at the black dude, she had to walk 10 miles, but it was 50 cents more. I was like, it was a
It's
little
the times
difficult
we were in,
situation.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah. Times we were in, man. So, hey, we got about 8 or 9 minutes left, man. I want to get you guys final thoughts and maybe some things we can talk about on the next episode 18 of Funky Uncles. Josh, we'll start with you, bro. Give us your final thoughts, man.
we need to talk about black progress. Um, we need to talk about boy, I done tag y'all in a bunch of stuff. We need to talk about this Super Bowl. Is Matthew Stafford, is he a Super Bowl MVP? We need to talk about men being fathers. You know what I'm saying? Not, what I'm saying, I'll put it like this: men being fathers, but also men being, what I'm saying, checking other dudes to say, yo, you is a
Held
deadbeat. You know what
accountable.
I'm saying? Not being good, not being good with deadbeats. Because I'm being honest with you, I don't associate with dudes who are deadbeats. Like, yeah, we need to check check them dudes and stuff like that. Like, yeah, the women would they go through a lot, but another thing, like, yo, what is you doing as a father? That's all I can say.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we can definitely hit on them topics. What's up, DR? What you want to leave the audience with in your final thoughts, bro?
You know what I'm thinking? Through to the little comment that I had after the last show. I,
Yeah, yeah. You mentioned that.
What was the
you know,
comment?
for those
Comment.
that don't know, I was inviting this young lady to watch the show. It was after we had already taped and everything, and you saw the commercial that I had on Facebook, and I said I mentioned the "What do you bring to the table" thing. So her
Mhm.
automatic response was, "Oh yeah, another one bashing men, bashing women, and not bashing black women," and you didn't even take a look at it. You're assuming that you know what's going on.
She
Oh,
immediately jumped in her feelings and
she
Something her
went hard in the paint.
and put her
right.
in one group instead of taking her time to see what's really going on. And she's supposed to be holistic. Oh, I'm getting my chakra right and yeah, what you
Oh
is
God.
taking the funk. But okay, it's that's you. One
Right.
come around, but at the same
I
time,
mean,
if you're
invite her on to have the discussion, man. We can, I'd like to hear her side of it, her point of view on, how she see it, and you know,
I
let's
try.
have a conversation about it.
She instantly unfriended me and all that. So, but
She what? She what?
I mean, like, come on,
Yeah.
where's that button? Where's the button? I'm saying it's all good. No, I
Yeah, I mean,
about it, but I'm thinking if
black
you're
if
supposedly
if black
elevate,
black girls rock and women's empowerment, let's talk about it because
man,
there I got some what up, Jay?
what's up, Jay?
Because it's all good, but I don't really subscribe to that, man. I say Not me personally, but I mean I get it, but it hadn't really gotten us nowhere, man.
And it's crazy.
So
And one of my comments was, we're about holding everybody accountable,
right,
and
right. It's about accountability, bro.
some want to be held accountable. Everything has to be somebody else's fault.
Yeah, yeah. Both sides are accountable, man.
Both sides.
Like you said on the last episode, what are the solutions? I don't know. I'm at a point where I could just present the commentary and give you observational reality. But what the solutions are, I have no idea. I don't
Number
know.
one
I mean,
solution.
are we
I
are
got
we interested in solutions? Are we really, as a whole, as a collective, are we really interested in solutions? I don't think so, man. I don't see it.
you know,
Just don't
G,
see it.
the number one solution before we leave. The number one solution: stop condoning sucker ish. Boom,
Yeah, I agree.
that out.
I agree.
Go ahead.
And
All
Go
that.
ahead
and
and say
hey, this is
like
this is something I want to discuss on an upcoming episode in the future.
Mhm.
What's the fine line between giving critique and so-called hating? Because they hear that like, oh, you hating, you hating. No, I'm just giving you a critique or a point
Ne-
from a different perspective or observation. You know what I mean?
Next
It's
show,
not hating.
next show. You just hit the nail on the head. Leading off on the next show, Funky Uncle
agree
show.
to agree,
What's the
disagree.
difference between
No,
constructive?
what I mean, Josh, is when
Yeah,
can you give critique, and what is the fine line between giving a critique and hating on something or somebody?
No,
You
that's
know what I
back in the
mean?
no,
perception.
that's back in the day. It's like okay, you saying something, I don't disagree with you, but like you said, we can talk about this issue tomorrow. We not about to like battle about this. Agree to agree, disagree. We got to talk about this tomorrow. That's it.
Right. I
That's it.
mean, but let me be honest. In our community, you can't. There's no critique. There's
Yeah.
no evaluation or, you know.
Drew.
I mean, come on now. Let's be honest now. If we really being honest, you
Right.
can't really
You right.
critique nobody in our community.
But
Oh, you hating
You
or
right,
you
cause
hating on this and you don't like this and because I got this. Man, that's bullshit,
that's what
bro.
we'll talk about on the next show. Get your notes
Okay,
together because I'm gonna get my notes together and I'm gonna do all that. There is no
right. So,
all how it's perceived. Jay, I do agree. It's in perception, and a lot of times it goes from perceptions to feelings. Nothing more.
yeah, and I don't really, and it bothers me. I understand women being in feelings, but when a dude say I feel like this or I feel like that, wait a minute, bro. Wait a minute, bro. I'd rather you stay in your
yo,
thoughts and be
yo,
logical than have
yo,
feelings, because feelings change like the
yo,
wind, bro. They're
I'm,
whimsical and they're capricious to me.
I'm
And as a
so,
man, I think we should stay in our thoughts rather than our feelings, man.
I'm so upset. I missed that episode. Cause Lord have mercy, I had to,
Jay said,
yeah,
and they said feelings. You right. Now you know the song. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Feelings. I want to hear that shit, man. Get in your
man,
thoughts,
you
brother.
right, you hell.
All right, everybody. Funky Uncles, I'm out. I see this phone is ringing. I got
Yeah, yeah. Episode 16 in the book. Salute. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the comments from the chat. And we'll see you guys on episode 17.
much love.
Love
Peace.
y'all.
Thank you guys for joining us, man.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.